Happy Sunday, everybody. What's happening, man? I got music going on here this time. I got lights. I got all kinds of fancy stuff. Here's Roxy. What's happening? Oh, that light is too much. Oh my goodness, that light's gonna make me crazy. I'm gonna have to turn that light off. What's up, everybody? Hold on, let me turn that thing off. That's too much. Too much. Too crazy. What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. PC Rich 581, which I know means something, but he won't tell anyone. And we've got Deja Voodoo in the house. Who else? Black Jack Guitar Nut. What's up, dude? We got Linny Lou in the house. What's up, Linny Lou? Linny Lou. Looks like Hodo Roby's here too. Did I say Hodo? Hobo Rody. Hodo. Howdy ho, Hodo. Hobo Rody. Metalhead hippie, dude. Did I get something done for tonight? I'm gonna try, dude, but I don't think I'm gonna make it because I gotta help my friend Heather's son today with his another paper, another English paper. He's the one kid that I'm like Uncle Laszlo to, and I gotta help him out, man. So it's nuts around here. And last night I went to my sister's house. So let me get in a higher chair. Why am I in this low chair? Let's get the high chair. Why am I in the low chair? It's the piano chair. Let me grab the high chair here. A little better, right? Yeah. So yeah, dude, the state of affairs in this studio room is just not there yet, and I just haven't, I don't want to spend too much time doing something, without having it together. But I wanted to put that together for Ian for sure. But and I gotta take my wife shopping again this morning. So it's like there's always something. Anyway, such is life, dude. It's nuts. But you know what? God, because I know I promised I was gonna do it, right? Anyway, tell me what you think. I might tell the kid to come a little later this afternoon to work on his paper, and then I'll work on the song for about an hour or so. So I got to practice it, enough so I can like do a proper playthrough, and because I videotape it live, of course, play through live. So, all right, I'll do it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just have him come later in the afternoon, and then the show's gonna come on later anyway. So I'll have it up to you before, a couple hours before the show for sure. All right, so I'll do it. And it's a piano piece that I wrote when I think I was like 19 or something. So it's old school Laz music, but it's cool. I think it's cool. It's definitely got some, you might hear some influences in there you might recognize. I don't know. So you guys tell me when you hear it. But it's a piano piece that I'm going to dedicate to Ian Luckett's mom. And there were other people, several people passed away recently close to us in the community, like Ben Coombs' mom, super sad, man. I mean, God, it just breaks my heart. And then John Mancuta's dad passed away. And then my sister's boyfriend, Tom, who's the guy who got me into NAMM the first year around, his dad passed away suddenly with a heart condition situation. He had a heart attack, and I didn't even know that he had heart trouble or heart problems, right? So that's the thing, is that all this stuff's been going on, man. I didn't even know that. It's all this family stuff that I'm always there for people that need me. And my stuff kind of gets pushed off to the side, which is fine, But I remember one counselor one time saying to me, but what about Laszlo? I'm like, yeah, what about Laszlo? But if you look in my room here, you think, oh, he's got it all together. Look at the guitars on the wall and all blah, blah, blah. Equipment's galore and everything, but nothing hooked up, nothing ready to record with. And it's getting a little, I'm not depressed about it, but I'm an overly patient person, I guess. But yeah, I definitely want to get this music out there to the world, because what's it all about, right? So let's see what people are saying in the chat. Metalhead Hippie is saying, no problem if you can. No worries, bro. It's up to you. Yeah. You know what? I want to hold to my word for Ian, man, and the community. So when we get back from shopping, I got to go take her somewhere to Walnut Creek, which is a 45-minute drive there and a 45-minute drive back. So I got to take her. But what do you guys think about the lights? Hold on, let me put the other light bulb back in the proper spot here. This will take a second. Sorry about the over the arm reach here. The overarm reach. The reach around, the reach over. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I've never been in prison. Some who have can tell me about what it's like when the reach around comes. Anyway, so and by the way, I found out, hey, Janice Lala's in the house too. What's up? Yeah, Deja, I was thinking the same. So what are you guys saying here? Let's see what you guys are saying first off, since I don't have a topic this week. outside of the, how do you guys liking the mod squad, the guitar mod squad idea? So I think that'll be fun. I don't know if anyone in the chat here has modded guitars and wants to talk about mods that they have on their guitars and wants to come on the show. Shoot me a message. I have my email, I have my Instagram, my email, my Facebook. All those links are at the bottom of the description, pretty much. So I've got a lot of stuff there on the description. Just go, scroll down the description, and you will find something there, right, to use to connect with me and Roxy. You can ask Roxy questions. She's a wise bird, right, Roxy? You want to come say hi to everybody? She's having a little extra breakfast leftover toast, whole wheat toast. She likes the whole wheat toast. That's right. So what else are you guys saying here? Talking about acid night flashback, Lenny Lou. So you guys want to see what that was? It's a super simple thing, man. It's crazy. I saw that Guitar Center. I'm like, oh, I got to get that because that'll be cool to do in the studio. So let me show you. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, I put it back in the box already, but it is the party bulb. That's right. Turn the party on, baby. And you just plug it in to a light socket, right? And let me pull it out of here so you're going to have to put Roxy down. All right, Roxy. Ow, I'm sorry. She gets snippy. So yeah, it's just basically a big light bulb that has like this little motor, and this thing spins around disco ball style, right? And then there's like several different lights in there, LEDs or whatever, and it just shoots it, And I have it in one of the lights that I use here for my lighting. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing my Know Your Gear. It's kind of hard to see, right? So it has like a shape of you can hardly see it. Can you see the shape of the guitar there, the Strat right there? Do you see it? Anyway, I've got moves now. I gotta start working out. I'm gonna start golfing. I don't know if that's gonna build any pecs. Doubtful. So you went to the show at the Avalon once. The light show was amazing. Yeah, I've been to some great shows, man. I've been lucky. I've been lucky to have had, some phenomenal experiences, at shows as a youngster and even as an oldster. The last show I went to was right before the lockdown. Was Alter Bridge up in Lake Tahoe, which is like a resort town and casinos and everything on the edge of Nevada. And the South Lake Tahoe, the city is like, there's a state line that cuts right in through like the city. And on one side, you have all the motels, hotels, camping stuff, and everyone hanging out, food, restaurants, and, snowboard, and ski shops. And of course, lake during the summertime, the lake is, a water sport fun place. So there's famous history about Lake Tahoe, and many of the people that have been fitted with cement shoes and boots and dropped overboard into the bottom of the lake, which is super deep. So good luck finding those people. That's probably where half of it really is. Anyway, no, that would have been too far of a drive. But yeah, the bottom line is saw Alter Bridge was the last live show I saw over there in Tahoe at one of the smaller casinos. And it was a rockin' show. Well, it wasn't that small. It was Harris Casino. It's not Harris anymore. I think it's something else. Anyway, yeah, it was pretty bitchin' show, man. Simon Williams, what's up? You have a question? Therapy Laz making dinner and watching. Right on, dudes. Where are you from, Simon Williams? Tell me where you guys are from. The disco lights, yeah, and the comical entrance, right? I'm trying to like up the game here a little bit, but to be honest, I actually, believe it or not, I went from an 11-year-old laptop and went up in production value here by using my cell phone through Streamyard into YouTube here, and I didn't even know I could do that. So I say something about that in the description, but it doesn't look like the picture's all that clear. I don't know what's going on. Is it maybe let's see if I do that and if that changes things. I doubt it. It might just be the internet. I don't know. Does it looks kind of on the fuzzy side. Whatever. Yeah. So, but you know, I do have some other cameras that I'm not professional cameras or anything, but I do have some other cameras I'm going to set up. It's probably because this is running over Wi-Fi, and Ladani's probably using your laptop outside on the Wi-Fi, and we're like double downing on the Wi-Fi there. So it's a little fuzzy on the YouTube, and it might just be because it's Sunday morning. I don't know. Sundays can be packed, right? So let's see what else you guys are saying here. So Blackjack Guitar says guitar used to be Blackjack Guitar Nut. What happened to the nut part? You like not nutty about guitars anymore? Anyway, so thanks. I am a good man. That's true. So yeah, I was hanging out with my sister's boyfriend, my sister last night. I was just gonna go over there for an hour, and I was planning to come back here and get things set up and blah blah blah. But no, I ended up hanging out for quite a while. And it was funny because my better half tells me that if you're coming home after 10, sleep on the couch because I don't want you waking me up. Because the night before I came home, like, what, 12:30 or 1 o'clock, because I was celebrating with my nephew Nick for his 21st birthday. It's kind of a joke. He's 21 again. Just so you can feel the magic one more time. But yeah, we went out to a comedy club, and it was hilarious. And we were drinking even shots, tequila before we went out. Because his dad doesn't really drink like that. He was, well, they were going to be going up to Tahoe, so I think he did a couple shots. And he and his brother-in-law and his partner went together up to Tahoe for a weekend of gambling and having fun. His wife's not into that, and so they're gonna have fun hanging out together doing that stuff. Yeah. So what else is going on? So I've got this setup where I've got my tab here, and I'm reading the all the comments there. So in the penitentiary, there's a saying, fuck, fight, or climb there trees, and there's ain't no tree. Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying about the reach around comment earlier. Yeah, ELO, man. I never saw ELO live, but you know, their name, Electric Light Orchestra, right? I mean, they were probably killer to see live, and what a production, excellent production by those guys. They're obviously Laz, Quentin. I almost wore your t-shirt for this morning. I almost did. I almost wore the Quentin James. If you guys haven't got one of these, I'm going to go get one. I'm going to show this shirt to everybody. Hang on. I'm going to trip over the stuff here. Roxy, entertain the folks. So Roxy, you gotta entertain. I gotta get rid of this squeaky door thing. I can't give away the entrance, right? So if you don't have one of these Quentin F. Viken ketchup t-shirts, still haven't figured out what F. Viken means. Roxy, you want your coffee here? She's gonna have her coffee. You guys get to watch Roxy drink coffee. It's down at the bottom already, so she's gotta reach for it. Rox, you gotta wash down that dry wheat bread, right? We had toast for breakfast. Roxy did have a little piece of the white part of the egg. Is that it? Still a little more? That's it? Okay, good. Stay there. Anyway. So I was hanging out talking with last night with my sister and my sister's boyfriend Tom, whose dad passed away suddenly with a heart attack, and so he's got a bunch of gear. I didn't know that his dad's like some 70s like big time like music. He played trumpet and other instruments with a number of bands, including Tower of Power and stuff. So some Bay Area, like, you know, big time bands, right? Let's see what else you guys are saying here. The disco lights, dinner. Okay, so Simon Williams in Bristol, UK. What's up, Bristol? Okay, cool. Because on my tab here, it's like horrible, but that's good to hear, Blackjack. Thanks. Yeah, is it really sharp? Because that camera, I was told that camera from other people, it's got a clear shot, and the one I'm watching, like you know, reverse at me is pretty nice, nicer than the laptop. Eleni Lou was asking something about avoid prison as much as possible. Yeah. Conversation with one of my other nephews about that. And I was trying to explain to him when he was getting into some trouble. I was trying to explain to him, and I said, look, kid, there's really two kind of people in the world, really. The ones that we keep on the side of the wall and the ones we have out the wall, right? If you can't figure out how to play along with rules and not get yourself in trouble, we're going to end up putting you on the other side of the wall. Be there, man. You the other side of the wall. It's not a good place to be. Even though some people have gotten their, together the side of the wall by, the right kind of, I guess, attention, and maybe because we don't date people in our prisons, which is what you're on your laptop. Can you get off? It's killing my stream. Yeah, I think because I'm using Wi-Fi on my phone. All right. I don't know if that's going to make a difference, but I asked her to disconnect from her Wi-Fi. So her laptop. That's just, I don't even know if that works. I mean, I just heard from other YouTubers, if you're running your show off Wi-Fi and, someone else is on the Wi-Fi, they're going to suck some of the, drain your power. I need a tissue. Where's the tissues, Roxy? Oh no, no tissues. Uh-oh. I should have came more prepared. I know there's always a box of tissue in here because she poops on me all the time. Anyway, so what else is going on? So yeah, the Quentin shirt, the F Viken shirt, it's totally awesome. You guys definitely all catch Metalhead Hippie Show, I'm sure, right? Let's see. Oh, Simon, you saw it yellow many times. Good for you. Yeah, Roll Over Beethoven. Oh, that's the first single you ever bought. Wow. You know what's funny is the first single I ever bought that I wanted to buy, like on a 45, right? The first one I ever bought was this one. Do I have it here? I have it up there. So I bought it again. Now, I bought it again, but I don't want to get up again. It's a Live and Let Die by Paul McCartney and Wings, and it was because we saw the James Bond movie at a drive-in, and I was saying to my mom, "I want that music, Mom." Well, we couldn't find that single at the time, but we ended up getting a Beatles album, and then I ended up another time one of the first 45s that I bought as a kid. I was little. It was Chicago. It's that one song. How's it go? If you could see me now, you take away the biggest part of me. Ooh, baby, please don't go. You can tell I cannot sing. Anyway. Oh my God, I need a tissue. In the mornings, I always get stuffy nose. I don't know why. So yeah, that was the first one that I ever. I'm lagging, Blackjack Guitar Nut. You were right. Yeah, I've got a weak stream, dude. VC Rich, so true. Happens over 50, Oh my God. Hey, Simon. Oh, it's treating. Yeah, David Attenborough shows all the. Did he do a Gear and Music talk? It's As If. I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's funny. That's hilarious. Yeah, I've got the Wild Kingdom here. She's enough of a Wild Kingdom just in this house, right, Roxy? My wife keeps saying she wants to get another bird because Roxy's in love with me, and she doesn't want to be with mommy. And mommy is upset sometimes that Roxy doesn't want to spend mommy time with her. And especially if I'm around, Roxy's just going to come to me. But if I'm not around, they can have some bonding time. Like yesterday, I was, gone at my sister's for a while, and we had some bonding time for mommy and Roxy. Why do you want to keep coming down, Roxy? You like to be on my hands. I know it's more comfortable to stand on my little finger like a twig, right? Yes. How you doing, girl? How you doing? Daddy was not here last night. I know. You were all alone with mommy. You and mommy alone. Anyway, so what else are you talking about here? Middle-head hippies asking some. Yeah, Streamyard doesn't like Wi-Fi very much. Yeah. Well, yeah, but my laptop doesn't seem to like anything anymore, so I've got to get that tower hooked up, and that's part of the plan today. But I will practice for a good hour or something on that one piece, and I'll record it, and then I will then start working on the studio room, or I mean the babysitting, or I guess not babysitting, but it's homework helping. Well, he's not a baby anymore either. Loop Bag Larry, dude, what's up? Loop Bag Larry, one of the locals here in the Bay Area. What's up, dude? Yeah, yeah. Loop Bag won one of the Where's Frankenvan things, right? So trying to remember, what did you win? Pack of strings, I think, only, right? Sometimes I give away a little bit more cool stuff. I think I gave you an option though. I think you could have won a clip-on tuner or a rim pitch Korg rim pitch acoustic guitar tuner, or those are cool. They slip them into the hole, the sound hole, right? Kind of sits inside of it like on the rim. And then what else? I think I offered a guitar strap, but he wanted the strings. He wanted them slinkies, so he got that. And the pick that I signed with Roxy, me and her. By the way, maybe I should use those caricatures or something like that for. We've got our buddy in the 17 people in the chat. Holy mackerel! I feel like big time. I'm a big time YouTuber now. Got over 15 people in the chat on a Sunday morning. That's rocking. Yeah, yeah, the picks. Yeah, so I sent you a few different ones that I've been trying out lately. Just tell me what you think about those picks, man. I like those picks. I like that Delrin one. Did I send you one of those like shiny black Delrin ones I recently picked up? That's a nice pick. I like it because it's grippy, and I like the feel of that type of plastic, that kind of whatever you call. Oh, Roxy, you want to stay on my hand? Okay. No, you want to go around? Okay, go around. Look around the studio. Just don't eat the ketchup shirt. Yeah. So what else is going on? Yeah, I don't know why blackjack stuff gets blocked. I allowed it. So yeah, so hopefully next week or for Thursday's show, I have the Tower of Power computer hooked up with a proper camera and everything, so we can do the live stream with. We've got our friend DR Guitars, Dave Reese, on the Guitar Mod Squad show this Thursday. So how do you guys like that show? I thought it was a cool idea. Do something, it's similar to kind of like, the sharpen my axe thing, but not exactly. We're not actually doing any like specific work on a guitar or anything, but we're like just talking about what different kinds of interesting mods you can do. And yeah, it was interesting to me. I didn't know. It was interesting to me that Jack the Rabbit's whole, purpose for modding guitars is more for aesthetics, not even just for the sound, which I don't think is entirely true. I think it's true to some degree, but I think he likes, his guitars, like he's got those Babbage, bridges on some of his Strats because they're better functioning bridges that you can put onto a Strat, and they're not super expensive from what I understand. And that's out of the East Coast. Where did he say it was from? I think it was. Roxy, don't eat my case from my. She's eating my case, my tab case. Yeah, it has potential. Thanks, Lenny Lou. Yeah. Yeah, I want to bring, some other more bigger, people in the community, but I think DR's, I think Jack the Rabbit's, he hasn't been doing a lot lately, but he's concentrating on recording music. So he got some, connections through some of the stuff that he was putting out there, and now he's been really concentrating on his studio and working on his music and doing that, which is awesome. It's not the dream, like that's what it's all about. And so, yeah, I'm super happy for him. And he offered to come and help out. I even put that in the description for today's show. He offered to come and help out get this all set up in here, which is super cool. So I might hit him up on that, but I don't know if he'll have the time when I have the time. Pretty much tomorrow I have some work set up, but I have some time probably. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to be booked solid. I'm going to have like a 12-hour work day each day probably. It's going to be rough. Oh, and then I'm giving platelets and plasma on Monday night at 5:30. So that's right. I'm not going to have time Monday night either. I know I'm a giver. What can I say? And so I give as much as I can, including my platelets and my plasma, which actually rebuilds pretty fast in your system. So, you know, it's better to give that than blood, and it can help a lot of people, especially that have cancer. And right now with COVID and all that, the plasma and stuff is like, that's the thing. The platelets and the plasma. Yeah. Yeah. Check it out. Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are doing the show every Thursday. I don't care what else is happening in the world. I'm doing the show. 6:30. I don't care who else is on. I'm doing it because I kept trying to switch around to find a spot where I'm not overlapping with somebody else or whatever. It's impossible. Everyone else keeps switching their shows around too. I'm like, you know what? 6:30 works for me on a Thursday night. I'm doing it. And it's far enough away from the Sunday morning show to where, there's some gap in between and allows me some time to plan and whatnot. But yeah, Dave Reese, man, he's done some cool stuff. And Quentin, are you still in the chat, Quentin James? Where are you? I'm gonna send him I'm gonna say, are you here, Quentin? I could bring Quentin on. Quentin James. Oh, it doesn't want to spell Quentin. Quentin James. What? Argentina? What? Ugh. Sometimes the spell check thing does not help. I'm sure you all know. All right, so Quentin James, Dave Reese, Dave R Guitars, built Quentin a very cool guitar, Telecaster style guitar. Are you still here? I'm sending him. Quentin James, are you here? Hey, Han Solo, what's up? Adam D, yo, what's going on, you guys? So yeah, I'm trying to send Quentin a message here. James, you want to come online? Quentin James. So if he responds, then we'll see what happens. But it would be cool to bring him on right now because I can send him a thing, and he can talk about the Gomer caster, or we can have him on next Sunday morning if he wants to, if he feels like it. Quentin's kind of, he wants to do his own thing, so he'll come on when he wants to. But if Quentin wants to come on, I can have him talk about the Gomer caster, So if you guys don't know the story of that, and it's basically, he was going through a rough patch and everyone was trying to help him out, and be nice to him and stuff. And several members of the community put funds together. I think even including Lenny Lou, right? Lenny Lou, weren't you involved in that? Or was it, who was involved in all that? You guys tell me. So I don't remember exactly. But maybe Janice, Lala. I remember there were some other people involved. I don't know if Hippie was involved with that. I don't know who else was involved with the Gomer caster. But anyway, so okay, you guys saying hello to everyone. Yeah, finally you made it, Han Solo. That's awesome. Han 36 Solo. He made it to the show live. Right on. So we're gonna do an hour show, by the way, because right after I gotta go shopping, and then we're gonna take care of some other stuff over here when we get back. But yeah, we're trying to get the patio ready for the summer because we're going to be able to do the summer thing. Ooh, I just got my notification that CGS will be live in 30 minutes. Mike, my favorite one. Oh, dude, I can bring him on. He must have done some mods. And he told me when I met him at NAMM that he for sure will come on my show. So maybe I'll see if I can hit him up. That'd be rough because that means he would have to be, let's see. No, that would not work for him. That would be 3:30 in the morning for him or something like that, right? Not a good time. Or 4:30, 3:30. Anyway, yeah, what else are you guys saying? So who donated? So yeah, Metalhead Hippie donated to cause, but didn't have anything to do with the Gomer caster. Yeah, not me. Wasn't around yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, we bought the shirt. There you go. Oh, hand wash those, they fall apart. Well, of course they do, Quentin. He probably bought that at Kroger's or something. I know what Kroger's is, by the way, because I lived in Ohio for about 3 years of my life. And I won't say it was the worst of times, but it was, it was not great. I made some good friends, so that's why I can't say it was the worst thing ever, you know. That's why I can't say that. But yeah, thumbs up, peeps. Yeah, Metalhead Hippie. Thank you. Who else wants to be a moderator? Metalhead Hippie can throw the law down, so and usually Gary will show up. Gary Tholander, he's one of my OG, YouTube buddies. He's a moderator as well. I don't know who else I should make as a moderator. Yeah, but I haven't had any issues with anyone, so it's not like I need a moderator or anything. So the Scar My Guitar given to Quinn. So yeah, so that was kind of what it was like, Blackjack Guitar Nut. Yeah, so basically they all put their money together and Dave Reese built him a guitar. He finished it. He did, put all the parts together, and it was pretty cool, man. It's a pretty cool Telecaster kind of guitar. Rock, more not. I don't think it's more like a standard Tele, was it? It was kind of like more of a bit of a modded, kind of souped up Tele, right? And yeah, but I don't know what he plays more. I think he plays that Explorer sometimes, but he's been playing the Schecter the most recently, and I don't blame him because the Schecters rock. It's like this one right over here. This is actually what I call my fakey Frankie. If you guys don't know that story, there's the Barba Papa costume that Roxy wore right on the top horn over here. That way left. I can't twist my finger that way. Anyway, it's hard to do that backwards and reverse. But yeah, that's the Barba Papa costume that Roxy wore to win me the pair of vitamin pickups that are upstairs in the other room that I'm organizing to be like a little guitar mod setup room. Pardon me, I have to suck that down. That's gross, I know. Yeah, I've got things kind of going up there, so I'll have that set up, and I've got to do a hardwire. I want to set up a cable to connect the Wi-Fi directly up into a computer up there, and I'll probably end up buying like a Chromebook or something and setting it up that way, to do some stuff up there. Pooh Ninja's in the house. What's up? Yeah, number 9 is right there, man. Lurking. Right on, lurk away. Yeah, number 9. You guys, if no one else knows what number 9 is, he's talking about this. It's a pretty heavy. Oh, sorry, Roxy. I put my hand down on her back of her tail. Poor little thing. You want to come in? Come with Daddy. Be with Daddy. Yeah, this is number 9 of 42. Get the right light on that. Got the veneer top. And it's got that roasted maple neck and fretboard with, look at that flame on that fretboard. It's killer, right? And of course we got the P90 in the neck. We got the bridge, and they're splittable because we got push and the 3-way toggle. So we got the toggle. Where's the toggle? 3-way toggle and push. Yeah. And it's a mahogany body guitar. Pretty nice. Stain, and then they left the edge like it looks like it's capped. They just stained it that way. The back of the neck is pretty cool. And of course, it's satin. Real nice deep cutaway and comfortable as hell, and satin neck. So about half of my guitars are satin neck guitars. So this is the Harley Benton. Oops, got it upside down for you guys to see that part. But the Harley Benton Henning Poly signature number 9 of 42 with the Congo paw and his signature right there. And this is their more expensive line, the Pro Series. Locking tuners, of course, but some no name. I don't even know what brand they are. They're probably just something from the fine folks at Harley Benton. which I think is some amalgam of some British and American words made by a German company in China. Amanda, hey, Amanda Coombs, my first ever true subscriber to my show, because Ladani, my wife, I subscribed her to my show. And then Amanda was number 2. Shortly after, I think it was like Mike Neese, Sean Zimmerman, some of the other chat crowd people, Terry's 3Gs. And you know, slowly people started adding on. Yeah, I found Amanda, and she found me through the Johnny Bean show, and that's how I found out about Ben and Ben's show, and then we became friends, and now we're like brothers, you know. So I can't wait for COVID to end so we can all hang out with each other. I was even thinking about, you know, risking going to Summer NAMM this year if I can find a way in, which I think you can get into Summer NAMM way easier, right? I was thinking about going to Summer NAMM this year because not so many other people are going to go. There might be some interesting things to, you know, talk about. But I didn't want to go if no one else is going. And like everyone I hear about or talk about, like, you know, Steve in Boston's not going, you know, Tone King's not going, Ben and them are not going because they're gonna have to like quarantine then for a couple of weeks probably. So no one can go. Yeah, Amanda, if you guys ever want to come to NorCal, you've got a place to stay. As a matter of fact, one of the things that are going to be changing here in the studio room is later today, I am picking up a kind of cool looking sofa that flips down into a day bed. And it's cool. It's like one of them Dr. Evil kind of looking black with the chrome legs, kind of big fat button kind of leather couch looking things. So yeah. And it's a Serta. So it's not some crappy day bed. It's a Serta. If you know what a Serta is, Serta mattresses. So yeah, we bought that last week, and it's finally ready for pickup. Say hi to Roxy. Say hi to Amanda, Roxy. Hey Amanda, how are you doing? Hello everybody. Hi Adam D. Hi Zach Thong is in the house. Look at that. Anyway, so Amanda, I'm wearing Know Your Gear pink today. That's right. My wife likes it when I wear pink. I'm fine with it. I like pink. Yeah, the quarantine rules, man. Can't afford 3 weeks of off. No kidding, right? I mean, it's bad enough to just take time off work and you have to pay for the vacation. And then when you come back, you have to recover from the vacation. And then you're losing all that money you would have made during the vacation. And so it costs you double. But that's what we work for, right? Is to go on vacation. Yeah, you need a KYG shirt. You know, I have 2 of these pink ones, man, and I accidentally bought 2. I was supposed to only buy 1, and Ladani and I will wear them as our night shirts for bed when we go to sleep. Easy access, size large. I'm a bad boy sometimes, I know. Anyway, so yeah, so I've only watched this once so far, and I've only worn it once so far when I did the this one. The Quentin F. Viken James shirt. When I did the show that Quentin didn't want to join me for, Quentin. Oh, you know what? Roxy just pooped, and I can't find my... Gotta get this off of this over here. I don't want that staining things. Ugh. Roxy, come here, Roxy. Why are you hiding from Daddy? Don't go hiding away from me. So Rhodey's in the house too. What's up? You guys, I almost have 20 people in here on a Sunday morning. That's awesome. Yeah, what's up, Rhodey's Jam Cave? So a bunch of friends from the Metalhead Hippie Show in here. Got a bunch of friends from all over. Yeah. So what else is gonna happen in the studio here is I'm gonna take care of all this mess. So let me just turn the camera around real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Oops. So this is kind of like where I have, like, I put these 2 IKEA bookshelves together with, let me walk over here so I have this table in the middle up here. I've got some paperwork I got to do there, and I got my keyboard here that I got to practice that song that I've been trying to practice for the Metalhead Hippie Show for Ian Luckett. So this is made to slide in and out, and I built this when I lived in a smaller apartment with my wife before we moved to this bigger place, because we had 1 living room and a bedroom, and we didn't have a lot of space, so I had to make something practical for when I played music. I recently put this shelf in, and then I have, you know, this shelf in there, and nothing's hooked up. Nothing. I've been wanting to hook this stuff up for like a million years. Then I have, you know, my tower of power computer there, and another smaller computer over there, and, you know, power source, like a backup power source and stuff there. My records, my record player that I haven't used in forever, and stuff over here, right? Anyway, so got to get all that organized and hooked up properly, right? So let me turn this back around. Sorry. And yeah, like I said, Blackjack Guitar Net offered to come over and help out with that. Oops, wrong direction. Which is very cool of him. Yeah, so, you know, it's tough sometimes when you know, I really love to play music, and last night I got that was why I got stuck at my sister's for 3 hours, because I played every one of the guitars that his dad gave him in his inheritance to him. So I was playing his old Ovation, acoustic electric Takamine, a G&L Telecaster thin line style Telecaster that's really nice. He apparently had a trumpet as well, but I didn't play that. But he had like a $14,000 trumpet. He said that his dad used to play in bands in the 70s. And then what else? He had, a really nice American Strat in that kind of, looked like candy apple, but blue. So I think they call that neon blue, or what was like a real sparkle blue, really nice blue. I liked it. It was similar to the AC Cobra blue of the new ones, but bigger, kind of flake looking metallic. So not that, you know, fine like on the Cobra one, but that kind of color just pop out at you blue with the white pickguard, and then the more, I don't think they call it, I guess, vintage color knobs and pickguard covers, you know, pickup covers. So so they weren't white, stark white, but that parchment color, or what do they call that? Kind of like that pickguard. Somebody tell me. But yeah, me, sunburst monitors. Yeah, you know, that's a funny story, Deja Voodoo. So I don't know if you guys watch Trogley's show, but I do watch his show too sometimes. You know, it's hard to keep up with everything on YouTube. I watch YouTube more than anything else now. I don't even watch TV as much. Once in a while, we'll watch The Walking Dead or Saturday Night Live or some movies or whatever. But for the most part, when we're together watching, but for the most part, I'm watching YouTube videos, you know, and listening and just like lurking in the background, constantly going. Yeah, my wife sometimes like, "Do you get any work done?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm working, but I'm just listening." It's like having the radio on, but she doesn't get it. Yeah, Linny Lou, my bird's so small. She doesn't, you know, I don't know how big your birds are, but her poops are pretty tiny. So when she does a little poop, it's like, you know, not even the size of the like tiny bit of my fingertip here, you know. So it's tiny. Here's the poop that I just, if you really got to see, this is gonna gross some people out. That's the one I just picked up off of the table here. So yeah, sorry for those who are eating breakfast. Somebody got pissed about that last week or one of the weeks. Hey, Rax Effects, dude, what's up? So now, oh wow, 22 people in the chat. This is bitching, you guys. Nelson Rodriguez made it back. He's always here, reporting to work. I should give you a wrench if you want one. Ow, Roxy, stop biting. Okay, you can play by yourself. I was trying to pick her up to show you guys. Hello to you guys. Yeah, so he does, you know, he's a pro. So that's his living. He does that, you know, buy, sell, trade thing. And it was really cool watching him do what he started to do a series, or he's done a series in the past. I don't know if he's doing it anymore, where he like buys one item and then through the year watch how he like stacks it up to buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, and building up to something better, you know. And he's smart. I mean, he's been in the business and he knows it well enough to where he can, like, you know, buy, sell up into something killer. Well, these Gibson monitors were originally like $2,000 for the pair, right? And, or was it more than that? No, I think it was $2,000 for the pair. And I got a matched pair, a really nice pair. I've heard some people don't have as good of a matched pair as what I've got, but you know, it's, you know, I guess a veneer. I don't know. Maybe it's a solid carved, you know, flame maple top on these monitors. But yeah, he bought them too because he figured I'll hang on to these, and you know the value's got to go up because the quality on these things are really really high, and they were blowing them out. You know, this was like one of the premier things that Gibson was doing at the end of the Jarvis era, where they were trying to get into, you know, high end kind of trendy Gibson stuff, and I don't think they did anything more with them after. So they were blowing them out at I think it was either Pro Audio Star or American Music Supply, or Pro Guitar Shops before they folded. I think it was Pro Audio Star though, but I'd have to look it up because I buy from all over. And one of those places was blowing these out at like roughly $300 a piece. So I jumped on that. You know, I bought both of them, and you know, you're at like a 70% discount or whatever, right? So I had to do it, and they look great, and they're 6-inch. The other monitors I have are the JBL Mark II. The God, I forget the number, but anyway, they're the 5-inch ones. So, but they're, you know, those ones are probably about 7 years old. These are about 2 years old now, you know, and they're nice, titanium tweeters and all that, you know. So, the lifestyle brand thing. Yeah, I need a sip of my coffee here. Yeah, Roxy's just hanging. You just hanging out, Roxy? Come to daddy. No, come to daddy. Ow. Don't bite him. Just stand there. If you want to just stand here. You guys can watch Roxy. So yeah, so I want to get this stuff all hooked up this week. I've got Cubase, but you know, I've been thinking about, I don't know what I've used a few different DAWs, right? So we'll see which one's going to work with everything that I'm going to hook up in here, but I think Cubase is going to be the easiest one. And the only other thing, like gear wise, I really feel like I want to buy, or that I feel like I need in here to do like the show the way I want to do it, is the ATEM Mini. But I don't know if I want to get the Pro one or the not Pro one. I might get the not Pro one and see how that works, and then take that upstairs in the other room after a while, you know, and then get the ATEM Pro one for down here. But you know, there's always something new coming out, so you know, sometimes you end up buying something, you're like, oh, 1 month later the more new thing comes out. And then you've got you know, switchers and stuff like that I want to get hooked up in here. So right now I have an AV switcher, you know, that I use between the Vox and the Black Star, but I'd like to have the Roland JC120 hooked up too. So I might buy another one of those Blackjack, I think they call them, or Switchblade. That's what it's called. It's a Switchblade switcher. But I might look at some of the other ones, and then I'm thinking about changing up some of my other gear that I have. You know, the attenuator that I use right now is it's the 2 notes, the captor, and I've got the OG cab. I might sell those, and then, you know, put a little more money, sell some other pedals and stuff, and put a little more money into. Ooh, Roxy, stop pushing stuff on my tab here. Ow, she bit me. I'm trying to grab her. She's having fun chewing apart my my tab. My tab. Oh, Roxy, stop. This is what she's doing. She's chewing at it. Check it out. That's what she's doing. All right, you can have fun with that, Roxy. Go for it. Chew away. Anyway, so yeah, I'm thinking about upgrading a little bit, you know, because what the other plan was is to set up a set of like shelves or whatever here for amps, and then get some heads, like some, maybe get the Synergy. I'd like to get that, the modules, you know, and then get some heads like some classics like Softtech and High Watt, and just some cool heads. Maybe try to get some Gibson, you know, Gibson heads, some Marshall heads in here. I almost bought a Satriani, an OG Satriani one from the early 2000s. That my sister's boyfriend was wanting to sell to me for $600, and it was completely redone, you know, worked over properly by one of his techs that he had, and because he's you know, done some pro stuff, that guy. So he's actually probably still on the list for EMG on their signature artist list as a bassist. Tom Eaton, E-A-T-O-N. Check it out. Anyway, so Tom, badass dude, but nice guy. He looks like a mean biker in that picture, but he's like a pussycat, really. Nice pussycat. Anyway, I wouldn't mess with him. Anyway, so yeah, so what else? So those are some of the things I'd like to have set up in here. And then when I have that other room upstairs, I'm working on it, but it's getting there. Set up for doing all the mods and stuff. I want to like do all the mod stuff up in that room, and because it's got a window and it's like a little storage room, and I can like make a mess in there. I don't have to worry about. I don't want to make a mess down in here in the studio room, right? So I'm gonna have this couch up against the window, this daybed couch up against the window over here. I'm gonna move a bunch of things like all these guitar cases that are in the corner here up to storage. Move the record player thing and all that stuff to that corner, and I might get another one of those rolling rack kind of things, and then have everything rearranged in here so that there's a little open space in here with the couch and all. So if someone does want to come over and stay over, they can like sleep there, right? Yeah. The barefoot sound speakers, the Footprint O2. Never heard of those. 20 water shrunken heads. Yeah, I would think so. I mean, what's funny to me though is that, the Vox amp like I have is the CC2. It's a basically a 20 something odd watt amp, right? And it's loud as fuck. And then the Black Star is a 20 watt, it's one of the kind of club amps, but this one they call it the Studio 20. So the HT Studio 20. And that's got the Celestion Rocket speakers in them. And they're pretty versatile. I think they sound great, when you switch that ISF function thing to Fender style versus, Marshall style. It kind of sounds good, man. I think it sounds good, So there are a lot of different kinds of things you can do, but yeah. They threw a lot of cash at a lot of stupid things, Blackjack. That's for sure. Yeah. But so that's what's going on in here. So we'll have all this stuff set up, ready to go. And it's, once 10:30 rolls around here, I'm gonna ditch because CGS China Mike is gonna be doing his show. Some of you guys might be hopping over there soon. Yeah. And some of this, some of the shrunken heads, like there are those like even smaller heads, right? And I have that one tiny combo, that little mini Black Star Fly thing. That's a cool little amp. I've done some of those videos I've done, with the acoustic electric, the classical out in the patio from last summer. Actually, it was like around this time last year. Summer was starting to break out, and it was COVID, and everyone was first locked down. And we were all scared about what was going to happen and everything. And I felt like doing a little, patio playing, and recorded some of that stuff, which was cool. I think I have the Johnny Bean song original up. I call it the Howie Bean song. That's up on my playlist in the original section. Yeah, probably more 1 to 5 watts. Yeah, I agree with Dale Palmer. What's up, Dale? Yeah, so yeah, like the Joyo amps, like those mini heads that they were doing, and then Vox even came out with those super mini little tiny ones. Those were crazy. They were using that nanotube technology with those, and they sound good, for what you're using them for. But yeah, these amps, and then I've got the capability and all the mics and everything, the mic everything up here, but it's a small room, I don't know how good or bad it's going to sound in here, but I'll and then the plan is to do, just get some standard kind of, I might get like one of those standard, bar type amps that everyone uses for doing pedal demos and stuff, like, a reverb or whatever, twin. I don't know, maybe not the twin. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah. Hey, Martin, what's up? How you doing? So Martin's one of the winners of my 300 subscriber thing. I'm working my way up to 400. Chipping away at that. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe and share, you guys. Help me grow this channel. It'd be great to hit 1,000 one year. Maybe this next year would be great to like hit that number so I could start monetizing if that's even worth doing. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of annoying in a way because you're going to end up having to deal with people having to go through whatever kind of ads they're going to throw up at you. But then at least maybe if your content's getting better, maybe they'll. That's why I'm trying not to like say swear words on here anymore. I think I was kind of given the hint by one of the pros, Johnny Bean, who he can't seem to get control of that on his show most of the time. But he's got enough subs where it doesn't matter as much, and it doesn't matter when you're under 1,000 anyway. But still, the algorithm thing, a lot of people are getting like the algorithm is this weird thing when it comes to trying to get views. And if you want to try to make YouTube into something more than just a hobby, then yeah, you gotta go along with the algorithm, I guess. Yeah. So he mentioned watching the Cole Keller guitar speaker myths debunked with an old school Jensen engineer. I thoroughly agree and must watch. Okay, I'm gonna watch that, man. Which one was that? Was that during his live show on Friday? I'll have to check that because I watched that, but I was in and out of that show because I was also in and out of the hippie show. Which hippie knows I must always watch. Yeah, YouTube is forcing ads on small channels now. It so really doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. And, I mean, what I'd like to be able to get to the point of with this channel is at least because I'm like on YouTube, I'm like an influencer or something. I can get into NAM and stuff like that on my own and not have to worry about getting through someone else, like an affiliate or something. And then building up the affiliate kind of stuff, I think, is also important. But I think another side of it too is that I really want to put out more of my music. As Metalhead Hippie knows, that's what I really came to YouTube for, is to see if it's a platform where I can get my music out. And I've followed a lot of other people that have done it wisely. They've done it really smartly, and they're becoming very successful at it. But they're younger gigging musicians though, like Mary Spender, like Jay Leonard J. I love that guy. He's so much energy, man. I love his style. And then you got RJ, who now's become a full-time YouTuber, but he's living out there in Nashville, so he's gonna still be doing sessions here and there. He won't turn down a good session. No way. So yeah, I don't even watch them. So you block them through Firefox unblock, or okay, there you go. So there you go. That's how you do it, you guys. Look at what RaxFX is mentioning. But I buy YouTube Red, and one of the main reasons why I do is that I can have my phone turned off, the screen turned off, and YouTube still running while the screen's off, and no ads and all that. So, when I'm lurking as I work, for the most part, that's what I'm doing. It makes it a lot more convenient, for me. So it's worth the money for me. And I don't mind paying YouTube for that because I think what they're doing is a valuable service. I think, yeah, we're paying ads and all this stuff, but it's a valuable service that a lot of us are really enjoying. I think it's great. You're out with your dad today and got information that I got a priority code for the vaccine. Good for you, dude. Right on. Go get it as a supplier. Oh, producing those vaccines. Wow. Dang. So because you're a supplier, you work for that company or one of the pharma companies as a supplier, then you're going to be able to get the shot sooner. That's cool. I think that's what you're meaning, right? Yeah. Yeah, Poo Ninja, you got to school me on how to get the algorithm working right. But I think, some of the hints I got from some of the leaders in the community was, number one, don't do anything gross on your show that might gross people out, like the Roxy poops. Don't swear too much. Don't drink alcohol and smoke things, and try to be a professional about it. Try to be, informative. That's what the whole idea of the Guitar Mod Squad thing was. I want to do something that we all find interest in and that's informative, Anyway, so it's 10:30, you all. That means my good buddy, China Mike, is starting his show. I highly suggest you guys all Roxy raid right into the show. Just put Roxy raid, Roxy raid. Even though this whole raid thing, I don't even get it. Like Johnny B was explaining, no, you got to be live while you're doing it into their live show. And I'm like, oh, well, it's too complicated for me. So if you guys want to go into China Mike's show and say Roxy Rig, do it. If you don't, that's fine too. But we're gonna call it. Yeah, monetize, still get something. Yeah. So yeah, and about that, Dale. So, you know, one of the guys in the Johnny Bean community, if you don't know him, you probably do. Cobra Kai Balsoon is a very, talented graphic artist, and I always like doing art too. So I'm artistic as well. And I might throw some ideas at him because he offered to do some stuff for me and Roxy, and then we might be able to put some T-shirts and hats or something like mugs together and throw up some monetization of some sort, even if it's not through getting your 1,000 subs. I can try to monetize by merch, right? And that's like what Metalhead Hippie's done to really take his show to the next level. He got some better mics, he got a better interface, and his show is like just taking off. And I throw $20 at him every month too. Roxy, you throw 10 and I throw 10, right? So that's what we do. So we try to support. I think I'm a Patreon on about 5 or 6 other channels that I throw money at, and usually the smaller ones, not the so big ones, because I think they're doing all right, But I early on Patreon of Jay Leonard J's and RJ's as well, and of course I'm a big supporter roadie, what they call a road manager at Van Koon's show. And I'm a Mary Spender too. I love Mary Spender's stuff, and I totally support her. Love to see how she's rising up into the world of not just music production, but just getting into this whole scene that we're creating. So yeah, I want to get some music out too and get the studio up and running and playing more music. And I've got to figure out a way with the other computer, once it's running, will work better to be able to play music at the same time as with the interface and all that, with headphones on and all that. I guess I don't know. I guess RJ does it with in-ears. So I got to figure out how these guys how their tricks. So until next time, you guys, Music Therapy Laz and Roxy's on my shoulder here. Where is she? Roxy. Yeah, cheap, cheap. Oh, you guys noticed the purple guitar hanger's gone. I took it to Tom last night. So my sister's boyfriend, Tom, finally wanted me to take it and put it in the place. So we didn't hang it up, though. I wanted to hang it up and take pictures of his bass on there and everything, but he's like, no, not yet. I got to organize the room and all that. So that's what they're doing, too. So until next time, you guys, Music Therapy Laz and Roxy here, reminding you that the secret to tone is in your mind, but the feel comes from your heart. Put them together. Use your fingers, toes, whatever limbs, tongue, nose, teeth. Some people use their teeth to rock out and make some music with that. And share it to us here on YouTube. And until next time, rock on, you guys. Have a good one.